Now, the longest project of the week, probably the most highly anticipated from a culture overall standpoint. There's a lot of diehard Childish Gambino and Donald Glover fans out there. Bando Stone in the New World. He's going on a whole world tour with this. He's doing a short film to go along with it. I'm sure we'll get a bunch of music videos. It's a really diverse album, production wise, style wise, like lyrical performance wise from Donald Glover. There's like dubstep influence in songs like throughout the album. There's like a rock song in there. There's sing-songy love melodic songs. There's rap songs. Like I think this might be the most diverse album we've listened to this year. Like the amount of different styles and sounds he does is like actually crazy. When I started the intro though, the intro was like chaotic and not my vibe, and I was like kind of worried for the rest of the album. Honestly, I did not like the intro that much. But track two, I forget the name of track two, but I really liked track two. That was great. And then the next few tracks I thought were pretty solid. You kind of settle into the sound of the album. The intro just wasn't really my thing. It's categorized on streaming as a pop album, but there's definitely still like rap influence, rock influence. Like there's definitely rap elements to the album. I wasn't really sure what to expect from a Childish Gambino album this year because it's been so long since he's really released music, like a full new project. But I thought it was pretty good, honestly. There was like, okay, so you had the slow love songs like Real Love and Dadvocate, which I really liked. The rap songs like Talk My Shit and Yoshinoya, which I really liked. The more electronic dubstep stuff I didn't like the intro. And there's another one that I don't got to be, I guess, I think is the other like dubs. It's like a full dubstep song. I just didn't really like that song. But besides the two dubstep songs, I basically liked all the other stuff, the slow melodic singing stuff, the rap stuff, like really liked it. One of the most diverse and versatile albums we've listened to this year. One of my personal favorites. I thought it was really good actually. Like I got a strong score for this one. Like this might I don't know if it's a perfect album per se, but it's one of my personal favorite albums of the year. I think
What's your score?
8.5.
Okay. Well, it's definitely one of the more versatile, if not the most versatile, showing of the year. Like you said, you got styles from rock to rap to EDM to soulful to basically everything. You know what I'm saying?
Folk.
So
There's like literally everything.
you got everything. So you start off with a futuristic, very eccentric intro. You know what I'm saying? It's very in your face, in your ears. Goes into a heartbreak story, telling from the view of somebody named Cody LeRae, and then
What's
after
track
that,
two's name? Sorry.
Lithonia.
Oh yeah, I did like that one a lot.
Yeah, so on Lithonia, you got him talk about Cody LeRae, and then he goes into Survive and being more braggadocious, and he says, "Oh, actually, nah. Okay, this, yeah, okay. So this one specific line in this in
In
this
what
in this
song?
album, on Survive,
Okay.
really struck me because this is like I didn't.
I don't
It
know
was
what you're
just
gonna say.
weird. Okay, so it was just a really memorable line for me for like on the year. He said, "You want some fresh and fit shit talking about body counts? You don't even like." All right, so there's yeah, okay. Fresh and Fit is like a weird drama YouTube channel. Like it's weird
Okay.
that this
I don't
dude
even know
even
what that
knows.
is.
Yeah, I know, and it's weird that I even know what it is, and it's even weirder that Childish Gambino knows what it is. So I
I have
that
no
just
idea.
yeah, that's why it kind of like took my whole thought away right there because yeah, that shit was
It
weird.
does
But
ring a bell now, the name, but I don't know what it is really.
yeah, no, it's like it's so weird. He said, "You want some fresh and fit shit? Talk about body counts because all they do is talk about degrading women and shit essentially." So
Fire.
I
Shout out
thought,
to them.
yeah, I
Come on
thought
the
that
show.
was a funny line. But to get back into the actual review, it was an insanely unique and diverse performance. Throughout the whole album, production, artist, vocal performance, rapping, singing, fucking everything.
His vocal
Um,
performances were so strong, like on the singing songs. Like, boy can
yeah,
sing, dude.
yeah. And it flops back and forth like a fish out of water. You know what I'm saying? He goes from the slow songs like Step Speech right into the upbeat Talk My Shit. You know what I'm saying? Where
That song
he's
is,
doing just that. He's talking his shit.
yeah.
Um, But like you said, there were some parts of the album that I found a bit annoying. Like shit was just a little too much going on in my ears. You know what I'm saying? A few times.
If you
Um,
take out the two dubstep songs, like they're literally the two full dubstep songs,
there was a
basically.
couple features on there that really annoyed me because I thought there was like some really great songs in the work, and then there's like a couple features that threw me off. But I really appreciate the vision of trying to be a pioneer in revolutionizing a sound, and just being so versatile is to be commended for. Like the cyberpunk synths I wasn't really a fan of, like I was mentioning. I really like the braggadocious rapping performances, just like every other time on every other album, because that's my shit. On Yoshinoya was probably my favorite song on the album.
So good.
um,
That's like a 9 out of 10 song.
Overall, like the concept I thought was really interesting, because you got him throughout the album kind of discovering a new world, and that's kind of what it feels like. Listening to the album is like you're discovering all these new different sounds, and that production after like a few songs where you can tell they're trying to survive, stranded in the jungle or stranded in the wilderness. So I thought the concept was great. Then you got his son featured on the album, which I thought was a good concept for a song too, where they're going through the alphabet. He's kind of teaching his son the alphabet. Um, then you got the Yeat feature, which I
I
thought was a
thought
great selection on the album. I thought it fit like almost perfectly with like the futuristic cyberpunk synths and shit. I thought it was great. Um,
I would have liked it more if it was a Yeat song featuring Childish Gambino. I think I would have liked to see it more in a Yeat style with like the
yeah,
bells and the all the the Yeat isms. But I still enjoyed it.
yeah. I mean the gripe I had with that song is Yeat's part was too short. It was only 30 seconds on like a 3-4 minute song, I think.
Yeah,
Um, But the production was great, even in songs like "Cruisin'." I love the usage of the frogs, as the main staple, as one of the main staples in the beats, where the frogs are just in the background going crazy. Um, and that kind of plays into the concept of being lost in the wilderness too. So I thought that was interesting. But overall, I appreciate and enjoy the ambition of the album. But yeah, I felt like a few parts were kind of annoying, and the track list felt a little scrambled.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely. It's not even like they're in. There's like rap, rock, rap, dubstep, country, folk, rap. Like it's like
Yeah,
all over the place in no order. But I mean, there's really good songs on there. His vocal performances are so good. The production quality is great. Like every song sounds sonically just like really good. Like nothing like it sticks out as bad to me besides the dubstep shit. I was just like, I don't. Okay, so I know this is
my
like
score
childish. Sorry, yeah, go give me your score
my
first.
score is a 7.5.
Okay, so like this is Childish Gambino's last album. We don't know if he's putting out music as Donald Glover after this. I assume so. But I think that the reason these electronic and dubstep songs are even on here is because he's like super focused on the live shows and the tour as like part of this album experience as a whole. So I think those will be fun to like listen to live at a concert, I guess, and like,
Yeah, that makes
just hear
sense.
them live. But like when I'm listening to it personally, I just don't really care for them.
Yeah,
But
like I said, overall, like I appreciated the vision and the ambition and shit, but like them few moments where you're like, okay, this shit is just like too in my face, too much going on in my ears. It took away from the album a bit, and yeah, the scrambled track list, and that's really it. So I gave it a 7.5. And there's no songs that stand out to me where like me personally, I'm like gonna really go back to. So
I added there's actually like 5 or 6 for me that I'll like go back to. Like this is definitely one of my personal favorites, top 5 for sure
oh, this is
of
gonna
the
be
year.
tough then.
I mean, what tier
Because
are
I
you
mean, I
trying to
gave it a
put this in?
7.5.
I mean, it's definitely an almost perfect to me. Like it's better than all 3, 4,
Yeah, I
5
mean,
of these
I would
albums to me.
definitely put it in almost perfect too.
I mean,
But
yeah, because I'm probably at like there.
I mean, if that's where you are, then I feel like we got to put it like in between Dark Times and King of the Mischievous South, because
You got
I
Dark
feel
Times
like
over this.
I think I would, yeah. Personally,
Damn,
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I appreciate the ambition and the different sounds and shit, but like there was a few like them few moments, and I just felt like the runtime was a little long. But I mean, the concept is great. You know what I'm saying? Being lost, like discovering a new world within his music, and then like the rainforest sounds behind him and shit. Like, it is a great concept. So you just leave it. I don't know. I don't know.
But I mean, I thought the Childish Gambino album was like pretty strong. It was better than I expected it to be.
Yeah,
Like I
I
thought it
mean,
was better than I thought.
I had no idea what to expect, and
I didn't either.
it went to show throughout the track list. And that, while that is a good thing, it could also be a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Because while you're so versatile, you play to everybody. There's going to be shit that people don't like. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it and I commend it
I
for
think
the
the
very least.
songs like Real Love and Dadvocate and like even the first one that you mentioned, I'm forgetting the name of it again, the second track, but like those like singing melodic songs, like I even like
Lithonia.
those. Yeah, like I think I like those three songs better than Talk My Shit and Yoshinoya even. Like I do
Yeah.
like those two a lot, but like there's some strong singing performances from Childish Gambino. Like he still got it. I mean,
Yeah, there
his
definitely is.
2011 album or I guess it's Camp Bonfire was like the lead single, but I like loved that album so much, and I haven't really loved it much of his music since then personally. But this is definitely my favorite Childish Gambino album since 2011. Like I did
Hell
like
yeah.
it a lot.
No, I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? It was just a few moments, that's all. And then, yeah, just the fact that for me, it doesn't have a lot of songs I feel like, at least off first listen, that I'll go back to right away. After a few listens, I'll probably even rank it higher because off first listen, I thought it was one of the better concepts for an album of the year. Definitely.
Yeah,
Discovering a new world within his music, and then all the little production in the back of him walking through the forest, trying to survive in the wilderness and shit. And then you got the frogs playing in on the beat. Like, that shit is definitely smart as fuck and super dope. Like, that shit is super sweet. But
even though we didn't put it in perfect tier, like it's a strong album, and I would definitely recommend listening to it if you haven't. Like it's
yeah.
definitely worth a listen in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just the fact that it's so versatile that it can't be a 10.
Yeah,
Maybe.
there's
Like
like
in
so much
in anybody's eyes, you know what I'm saying? Because unless you love every
dubstep.
type of music,
Unless you love
which I guess
dubstep.
people do.
Yeah.
But
I just thought the dubstep was so random. And I was like,
yeah,
why is this here? I guess he was, because I watched his Hot Ones episode with Sean Evans, and he was like talking like, I'm making this album, I'm doing a world tour, and then I'm
that makes
done
sense
as
now though.
Gambino. So I was like, okay, I guess this makes sense as like a live show song. Like he wants to play these live and get people hyped. But like listening to it in headphones or something, I'm like, I don't
It's just
want
bad.
dubstep
It
in the
was
middle of this.
bad to listen in my headphones like a few of the songs, like the intro
Yeah.
style, like the
The
very
intro.
eccentric, like futuristic shit was just like, damn, that shit is just too much sometimes.
The intro had me worried, and then the second song is like a love song where he's singing. I'm like, damn, this is like where
And
we
then the
need to
third
be at.
song, he's like braggadocious, and then he's talking about fresh and fit, fucking YouTube culture, weird. Like, what? That shit
Yeah,
blew my mind too. That like threw my whole review off when I was just reading my notes because I was like, oh my god, I forgot he fucking talked about this shit. But yeah,
but yeah, it was good. I mean, the Denzel Curry album was great. The Childish Gambino album was great. The Snot album was, I'd say, middle of the road, average,
it
but
was good.
overall an above average week for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Off the Top podcast, got you laughing like you hit the gas pack. Show is crazy like you watching Mad Max. Every other podcast is mad whack. Off the Top podcast.